Today we have to finish up some projects that were ongoing with the Versys 300. Let me show you what those are. So if you've watched any of my Versys videos, you know that we've installed a Ricochet skid plate. I also had installed a DeKelvik full exhaust system, but had to go back to stock exhaust to get the skid plate to work. The DeKelvik header just hangs down way too low for the skid plate to work, and the skid plate, in my opinion, is more important. It's a pretty beefy skid plate. I really like it. Of course, I have Ricochet on every bike I own except for my Himalayan, and I'm trying to get them to make one for the Himalayan. But anyway, so I'm going to slightly modify the OEM header and turn our full exhaust into just a slip-on, just to lose some weight, because that little can, big can for a 300, is a little heavy. And then we ordered a Seat Concept seat for the Versys, and it's been on order for probably 2 months, and it finally came in yesterday. In the meantime, I had cut down the stock seat and installed a gel pad, which has actually worked really well. It's just ugly. It's very comfortable though. So I'm gonna get that Seat Concepts seat installed on that. I'm a big fan of those guys too. There's the slip-on. We have Seat Concepts seats on both our KLXs. The Beamer, that seat is good. That's the most comfortable stock seat I've ever sat on. So I'll leave that one alone. And I have a Seat Concept seat coming for that guy too. So it's just taking a long time to get them. I think this kit was literally on order for 6 weeks. So yeah, if you want a Seat Concept seat, get in line. Anyway, let's get started. I think we're gonna just pop this seat off and take it inside to take apart. You know, relax, that kind of thing. Okay, time to pull 1,000 staples. All right, 300 staples later. Nah, actually, it's not too bad. Start them with a little regular screwdriver and pop them out with little needle nose. Took probably 15 minutes. All right, let's see if we can get this on, huh? I use a little air stapler. I think it's an Amazon special. I'll put a link in the description. Got the big air compressor. I think if I remember right, I run this guy at like 45 PSI. Otherwise, it'll push the staples through the material, and you don't want to do that. So read the instructions. Always read the instructions, right? Same as the KLXs. You put a couple in the front, a couple in the rear. Don't stretch it too tight, and then work your way from front to rear. Of course, this one has a bigger dish right here. So that might be a little different, but we'll see how it goes. Well, that came out pretty good. It's comfortable, that's for sure. There's a lot of extra foam up here. So I guess we'll see how that works out for the wife. It's thinner through here, so hopefully it helps her reach the ground. But yeah, it's, man, they do a great job with the contour of their little scoop or their platform that they build on their seats. It fits the butt just right. All right, onto the exhaust. Weight comparison time. Let's see, stock can. Try to balance that. 846, let's call it 8.5 pounds. DeKelvik. Try to balance this guy. Let's just call it 6 pounds. So 2.5 pounds. That might be worth doing, eh? It's an expensive 2.5 pounds, but hopefully it sounds better. I think what I'm gonna do to get the upsweep that I want this to, be as high as possible. That's why I measured the stock one. It was 4 inches from here to the center of the exhaust hole. I definitely don't want to be any lower than that. With the stock header, there's a bend right here. This kind of kicks it up too much. So I think I'm going to cut that off and clamp on this section. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, seat concept seat on. DeKelvik, now a slip-on, not a full system on. Ricochet skid plate. I want better crash bars. Someone needs to make really good crash bars for this bike. Of course, we have the beak on because it got a little jealous because of the big beak. So we bought a baby beak. I'm gonna put the stock windshield back on. The counterfeit GV off of, I think it was Amazon. It's just a little too flimsy. Borderline annoying. So the back here, the OEM pipe was like 4 inches. So we're definitely hanging down a little lower than the OEM pipe, but I think that'll do. Let's see what it sounds like. Typically these Kawasaki parallel twins don't sound all that great because unlike the more modern parallel twins that are 270 cranks, those sound like V-twins because of the way the pistons are going up and down. So it's piston up and then piston. It's like top to center, top to center, top to center, top to center. This one is both going up and down at the same time. So, kind of makes a droning sound typically. But let's see. Super quiet with that spark arrest. Not bad, not bad. Time for a test ride.